how the hell the brand new mirrorless technology is focusing worse than DSLRs or SLRs, because this is a film camera. Actually, they focus better, but there is that 1% of times that you want to focus and this thing doesn't focus. And I clearly remember that old SLRs focus without any problem. The 1% situation where mirrorless are not really focusing as good as old SLR is at dark, as a bunch of old school photographers do in parties and dark areas. They still use their old DSLR because it's way better focusing at night. And the solution is something called Focus Assist. Now, I'm gonna use my R6 to represent mirrorless cameras. I'm gonna use this really old camera from a friend, 1000D, and we're gonna use this camera. This is the 6D, but it's different. We're gonna talk about that later because you're gonna see something cool today with this camera. Let's do some science. I turn on the beeping of the autofocus and I'm focusing in the middle of that intense CD course of French. So I'm gonna pressionner le bouton and I will do the autofocus, and when the focus is done, it should make a beep like this. That means it's focusing. Let's try to turn off the lights. Okay, now I'm gonna press the button. I know that you don't see shit, but trust me, I'm gonna press the button and I'm gonna try to focus. Let's see what will happen. So it's giving me a red square saying that it can't focus. Turn on the lights on, please. Which is strange when I'm gonna try to replace the mirrorless with a DSLR. I am using the center point, I am using the same lens. Let's turn it on, put the lens in autofocus, turn off the light, please. Let's try to focus. I'm gonna press the button. And it doesn't focus as well. You want to see the cool thing? I don't know if this effect will show up on the camera, but I'm gonna turn on the flash and I won't fire it. I just turn on the flash. And this flash has a special technology called Autofocus Assist for DSLRs and SLRs. So let's try to focus. You hear the beep, it focused. It's showing up the red beams or not? On camera, yes? Okay, it's focusing. But the thing is, it's not actually that red lights that it's firing that is doing the focus. It's actually way more than that. And to prove that, I'm gonna put this flash on the mirrorless camera and try the exact same test. You can scan around everything on your mirrorless cameras. There is no option of autofocus because that technology doesn't work with mirrorless. I'm gonna explain in a bit, but let's do the test of trying to focus this. I'm pressing the button, nothing. Red square, meaning that it can't focus. And the flash doesn't fire the autofocus assist. So this is my 6D that I actually break it apart and remove the in front of the sensor filter. That filter blocks infrared light, a non-visible color, light, whatever you want to call it, okay? That means that this camera can see infrared now. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add this filter. This is a very special filter that blocks light over 720 wavelength, whatever. So it will block all colors except infrared color, okay? I'm gonna put this camera in video mode. No, I'm being dumb. I have to reframe first, okay? Let's put the filter on. Let's put this camera in video mode. I'm gonna record what will happen. It's all dark now, but it will show up something, I promise you. And let's go to the DSLR. And let's put this autofocus, turn on the flash. Yes, it's on. Okay, can you shut down the lights? Okay, and let's try to focus and see what happens. And it focuses really fast, okay? And up. Let's stop the recording here and let's press play. You see, you see the amount of light there? How the hell will not focus? It has to focus. So what is happening is that DSLRs focus way different than mirrorless. So I'm gonna use my film camera to explain this. Don't worry, there is no film on it. So the sensor should be where my eye is, okay? It's in here. So if the mirrorless is the sensor doing the autofocus, the light have to pass through that filter. But you can see this dot there, okay? That dot's over there is the autofocus. So the main mirror reflects the light to the viewfinder, but there is some small holes where is the autofocus point that focus the light down here to these small sensors over here is the actually autofocus system. But it doesn't pass through a filter. That means it can actually see infrared light. And autofocus assist is the flash shooting a bunch of infrared light that those dots can actually see. How cool is that? Now, I have a theory. Perhaps in the future, because the Canon has a new connection, it has a pin connection that passes a lot of data, and I would like to see something on the top of the flash with infrared focusing or something that the flash can actually see and communicate to the camera saying the subject is at that distance. That would be great to see in mirrorless. Okay, this is fun and very scientific, but if you want to do something at home, fun and scientific with flash, you can try to do RGB colored shadows. You don't need a special camera.